Hi everybody, I thought I'd share with you my pizza recipe. It's a bit of a fail-safe and it starts with a thing called a Polish lid, which is like a starter dough. And it's based on 1 kilo of flour. You make about 6 pizza balls from it. So the first thing you need to do on day one, because it's a 3-day process, make the Polish. 300 ml of water, 300 grams of flour, 5 grams of dry yeast and 5 grams of honey. Now I've mixed the honey and the yeast into the 300 ml of water. Did that for a few minutes. I'm just going to mix it in with the 300 grams of flour, stir it all up and blend it. I'll just do that for a couple of minutes. Then I'm going to cover it, leave it on the counter for an hour, put it in the fridge and come back to it in 16 or 24 hours. So here we go, day 2 of our pizza production. That's the Polish that we made. It was actually 16 hours ago, but you can leave it for even up to 24 hours in your fridge. And I've put in 400 mils of water into this mixer. If you're not lucky enough to have a nice mixer like this, you can do it into a bowl and stir it in with a spoon or a spatula or something to blend it all in. So that's my next move. I'm going to blend the Polish with the water. Then I'm going to add the balance from the kilo of flour. Remember, the Polish was 300 grams. The balance of flour is 700 grams. So that's going to go on there with the salt and 20 grams of salt and 20 grams of olive oil. So that's the mixer in action now. I'm just blending the water and the Polish. I might just speed that up a bit. That won't take too long, might take 3 or 4 minutes. So there we go, the Polish is all blended up with the water now. I'm just going to add in my Caputo Flour, the balance of the 700. I'll do it half at a time, might speed that up a bit more. The main thing is, as always, good ingredients. Half my salt. I just like to do half at a time. And here goes the balance of the flour. Put in a bit of the olive oil. Balance of my salt. We'll keep that blending and we'll come back soon to the finished dough ball. There we go, the dough's done. Instead of using flour to stop things sticking, I like to put a bit of oil on my bench because we're trying to get maximum hydration. The hydration for this dough is 70%. And the more flour you play around with, the less you make that hydration. So theoretically, you don't get as much water in your dough, and it's the water that creates that nice airiness. So I'm just going to work this a little bit. And I'm going to set it on the counter for another 20 minutes, covered of course. And come back to it. 20 minutes have gone by and the moment of truth. That would have just calmed down a little bit, as you can see there. I'm just going to oil my hands again, just a little bit, and rework it just lightly. It's the nicest way to work it, is just making these folds. Look how beautiful and smooth that's become. And because the dough is very hydrated, very wet, with your oily hands, you don't really have any issues working with it. So I've just made that into a ball. I'm going to clean up my pot here. I'm going to put it back in here, cover it and put it in my fridge, which is about 6 to 7 degrees, maybe 7 to 8 degrees, and leave it for another 16 to 24 hours. Then we're going to make the balls. Then we're going to fire up the oven. See you soon.